So we have just arrived at Gigi and Pop's house, which is my dad, but whenever we go here, we refer to it as Gigi and Pop's because my dad and mother are grandparents. Not my children, but my sister has a couple little ones, hence the stroller outside. They just got back from a walk. You know, everything that we have been doing with honey and the bees has all started out from this house, and specifically this garage. Let me take you inside. Spock! He'll come eventually. Come on, baby. But let's go inside and check it out, and we'll show you how we make honey sticks. The Spock has beaten into the kitchen, and it looks like Jeej has already started. Hey, Jeej.
Hey.
So Jeej is going to help demonstrate the process for doing the honey straws, and if I'm being honest, this lady does it all. I have to say, it's a labor of love, a true labor of love, but but it's something that if you want to do, you have the option. So we'll talk it through, demonstrate the process, and see if it's something that you want to do or if you just want to buy from a local beekeeper, which might be suggested.
Macaroni, what are you doing? What are you doing down here? He's like, just chillaxing, Brennan, just chillaxing.
No, all of them at the top are really honey-like.
I think, well, it's just, see it is, but see, they dripped. Like you can
Don't
see.
we need to clean them off?
I will, at the end. Yeah, at the end. I'll trim them and wash them. Yeah.
Okay.
So after you seal these, some of the ends just need to be trimmed up a little bit so that they just look nice. It's really the reason I do it. And some of them come out perfectly, and some of them just need that little snip on the end. Okay. So if you look at this, see how there's like a little flap at the top?
Mm-hmm.
You can see where it's sealed. So what I'll do is I'll cut it like right there, so it looks nice and clean.
You have your grandbaby's little safety scissors.
That's all you need, because it's just a snip.
All right, Jeej. Now that we have done, I don't know.
Probably close to 100.
What is, we're seeing all the different equipment that we're using, but can you give us kind of a run through of what all is here?
Sure. So basically, this is a heat sealer that we purchased a couple years ago. And then Roy made this little stand that helps me to place several of the sticks. I usually do 10 at a time, and it helps me to do that, so it just helps speed up the process a little bit. And then I purchased straws from Amazon for less than $10. I got 500 of those, so they're just regular drinking straws. They're not specific to honey. And then a 2-pound jar of raw honey will build about 140 to 150 sticks. So then we just purchased a little squeeze bottle. It makes it easier because it's just hard to pour it in from that bottle.
And I think that was just a little Dollar Tree.
Yeah, this is very inexpensive, $1. I mean, it's just a regular
mustard barbecue ketchup type of deal.
Exactly. And so really that's all the equipment you need. And I just have a little clean of cloth that I, clean up the little dribbles after I seal. So if you have those couple of things, you can do honey sticks yourself. It's pretty easy.
But this isn't something we do regularly, as Mom was saying. It's just, it's something we like to do for special events.
Exactly. And it's fun to do. And it's fun to see the reaction of people when they get their straws. The kids really love them.
All right. So, those honey sticks that we were just looking at? They're for a trunk or treat tonight. And Gigi and Pop, so my mom and dad, are going to be passing out those honey sticks. And to go along with that is a display that's going to show a queen bee on a frame of brood. Hopefully we can find a little bit of pollen to go on that frame, but isn't this cool? Look at that. So you'll be able to get a 360 view. This is such a cool contraption. My dad made this. We're gonna go ahead and get inside of a hive here. I think all the queens are marked, but if not, then we'll put a pink dot on her back. Each year, the queens will have a specific color of the year that they were born. And so this year happens to be ending in a 2023, and that color is red. Now, Dad is colorblind. He's red-green colorblind. So instead of red, we actually use a bright highlighter pink. Oh, here he's out here right now. This is for his trunk or treat. He's asked me to come in and put the queen in, but anywho. Since he's red-green colorblind, we use that pink dot instead of red for the year 2023. So I'm gonna get her and a frame of her brood inside of this little contraption, and I'll show you how it looks whenever she's all in.
I remember this hive being pretty calm, so initially I go in just checking the temperament, but decided I don't want to get stung on the eye today and put a veil on. Now, I'm pretty sure I know where the queen is based off of where the brood and the pollen is, so you'll see me go back to the same frame. However, I am having a lot of trouble finding her today. Checking both sides, there's about 10,000 bees per hive, so finding that one single queen can be challenging. Remember how I was saying they're a really calm hive? Yeah, I messed up there.
I just dropped that on the ground and didn't sustain a single sting. I'd say that's probably the nicest hive I've ever been in. All right, sorry girls, I'm so sorry.
I'm just carefully stepping around the bees remaining on the ground. Now, they'll quickly find their way back in the hive. I would like to point out, although it's not commonplace to drop a frame or disturb the bees to that extent, you just never know what's going to happen inside of a hive. So, needless to say, I was happy I wore my veil today.
All right, I got her. She's a short little stubby thing. Usually a little bit bigger than that. We'll get her taken care of. And get to see if I can get a close up. Just carefully get a little dot. Little pink dot on her back. There we go, and we'll let it dry. All right, so there you have it. Got a display for kids and adults alike to be able to enjoy and see what happens inside of a beehive with a safe distance. You know, not everybody's gonna want to get into a hive themselves, but it's intriguing nonetheless. So let me get you a little close up. Our queen was just hanging out up here. She has a pink dot on her back. Oh, there she is. If you don't know if you can see her. I hope you can. But you see the nurse bees, they're trying to clean that dot off of her back. They say that's new, but it won't come off. It's dried at this point, and you know, it's safe for them to have on their back, but it is new, and so the bees will try. But yeah, you see her hanging up at the top of this frame. Here's some brood. So these are the baby bees that are capped. You see if it's anybody's birthday. That's one of my favorite things. It's kind of a funny little cheeky thing that I'll do, but if it's somebody's birthday that's close to me, and not all the time, I like to be able to remember it, but if I'm in a hive and it's somebody's birthday, I am bound to see a baby bee emerging from the comb, and I like to shoot a little video and be like, oh, this bee has your same birthday. But I don't see any at the moment. So we're actually going to surprise Gigi and Pop. We just got done passing out candy, well, popcorn and some homemade cookies. It's one of the nice things about living in a small town. You can do that kind of stuff. We're gonna go and we're gonna check out the trunk or treat and surprise Gigi and Pop and see what they have to say and check out the honeybees that we put together earlier. All right, let's go. Look, you can see our devil angel shadows.
The cargo shorts.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey Gigi.
Oh, look at that. Hey guys.
Dad is so awesome with the kids. He's having each of them and the adults actually point out and find the queen. He decided not to use the display as originally designed so that everybody could really get up close and personal. And I think that he just likes chit-chatting with people. So everyone seemed to really enjoy it, and it was a truly happy Halloween. It was an absolute pleasure to have you join me today on this honey Halloween adventure. Now don't forget, y'all be kind.
You bored? Are we boring you, Spot? Hear him.